Hello and good morning, beautiful family. Happy Wednesday, or hump day, whatever we want to call it. It's February 12th, 2025. Anybody else snowed in? Well, it's melting. I mean, it's been raining and it's just a mess right now. But Gaia is so saturated. We had to take off. Just took off and gotta go check the roads for flooding. While I'm shuffling to see where we're at today, I'm gonna once again thank each and every one of you for all of your prayers for the littles. They are doing so much better. They're actually up and playing and giving their mama a hard time. So hey, there's that. All right, so how are we doing today? How are you feeling? All right. This is the Guardian Angel Tarot again. It's a cute little deck. You're holding your own. You're holding the line. Okay. Might have some challenges. Four of Pentacles. Now, this could be penny pinching. You just holding on. You got a nostril above the water, so it's all right. All right, but it's also about control. Three of Wands. Now, this was yesterday. We were looking into the future, so that tells us, well, this is where you were at yesterday. Currently, right this minute, Five of Swords. You're trying to figure out this daggone chess game. This is strategy. And we all have one. We have one as a collective, as a whole, but we have individual strategies for our own personal life and where we want to go, things that we need to get done and do. But let's focus on the here and now and be in the moment. Okay? That takes strategy too. King of Pentacles in the future. This is success. This is CEO level business. This is generational wealth and security. Some advice. Keep working on it. Eight of Pentacles is your worker bee. You are fine-tuning your craft, your skill. And we have 10 of Pentacles. Once again, that's generational prosperity, security, sticking together as a family. All right, so you've got your eye on the prize, King of Swords. Still seeking knowledge, waiting to hear information. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Knight is very cautious, waiting, observing, because he doesn't make knee-jerk reactions. You're just waiting and watching. You're waiting to hear. That sounds about right. But this is very 3D message today. Whatever it is that you need to deal with on a personal, spiritual level, everybody's different. We've talked about that path and how personal it is. It's different for everyone, and we don't judge each other based on where we're at. Make sure that you're doing that spiritual work and staying balanced like it's been advising us to. Okay? Money's fine. Material world is fine. That's okay. But you can't just totally focus on that. I know, but it is the kicker for, doing all the things that we want to do for humanity and our families. But this is about your eye on the prize is God. Okay? And your spiritual path. All right. Higher selves coming in today with advice. Challenge and adversity. So some mountains to climb. Dreams and goals, freedom and liberation. You're getting there. See, the peak is right at your fingertips. And it seems like sometimes that's the hardest part of the whole challenge, is the last few steps. Okay, but you got it. You've made it this far. A lot of people are bowing out and giving up right now. Are you going to be one of them? Temperance has not come into this. Maybe they just know that we've kind of figured that part out. But you would be surprised, or maybe it wouldn't surprise you, how many people are quitting. They're giving up. But even the strongest armies have weak links. It's that old cliche they say, you're only as strong as your weakest link. Well, there's a wheats and tares separation right now. Who's in it for the long haul? All right. An egg. New life energy. What are we emerging? Yesterday was about transformation. Enjoy that growth in all aspects of your life. Changes around the corner. It's like watching an egg getting ready to hatch. Ooh, it's going to happen. Now, it can represent fertility if anybody out there wants to have a baby. I'm just saying. There's our collective. Every time I see this card, I think of collective, like Three of Cups celebration, working together, not on the negative side, and make sure that you don't have love triangle going on. All right? Don't be doing that. In the spotlight, that world stage. It can represent you wanting to get noticed and being on the world stage, but when I see this, I'm still seeing this daggone movie. Watch the world stage. Watch the events that are coming out in the public. There's a lot of moving parts to this chess game. Ripple effect. Well, we look for the positive things. We want to make our own ripples. Okay, we want it to turn into tidal waves of help for humanity, but thank you, Wings. He says, your thoughts and words and actions have ripple effects. And this is part of that life review that you go through once you've transitioned over to the other side. I did it. And everything that you say, do, or think has a ripple effect on everything and everyone around you. Remember that. It might make you a little more conscious of how you think and talk to others. Okay? And we have the umbrella. Now, this is always about being protected, and we're waiting out this daggone storm. Yeah. It can represent that for an example, you leave your house that day and you're just like, you know what, it might rain. I'm going to be prepared. I'm preparing for trouble that might happen. Might happen, might not happen. Preparation is not the same thing as fear. Okay, fear is not knowing really what to do and scared to do anything. Preparation is being supplied with everything that you need. This can be a physical thing. It can be a spiritual thing. Spiritually, we armor up. You have the armor. You know how to pray. You know how to reach out to your divine creator. So that's being prepared. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not fake. It's not fear. All right. So that's your golden insight. Let's add our little itty bitty here. All right. Bossy. What gave us 3? Okay. A horse, 52. Now, this is always about power and freedom. It did spit out of the coin, so it can represent money and financial status. And we know having money can give you a sense of freedom. I know. And we have 21 is the sunflower. This is like the sun card in tarot. It's the brightest card of the deck. This is happiness and just being glad and divine protection. And looking at the brighter things, something coming to light. All right, so these are really beautiful cards. Okay. All right. Moving on. Our 3D stuff. What do we got? More headlines, I'm sure. I know there's a lot of interesting stuff that's coming out. They've actually just, here in the U.S., created a governmental secret task force of declassification. Lots of stuff that is going to come out on that. Maybe we'll talk about it on the roundtable later. And what they've been up to. Bad choices. Now remember, we stay away from these, but there's going to be some revealing of bad choices that people have made that will come out in the public. All right. Maybe you're seeking your love story. Okay, Wings. Once upon a time. He said through all of the stuff in this 3D that we're going to be seeing, focus on the true love story. The true love story starts with you loving God and yourself. That's a true love story. Thank you, Wings. Investigating. So like I was just saying, this task force, they are investigating, looking into all these secret documents that have been withheld. And the U.S. is not the only country doing this. So if you live in a different country, you guys will also be getting revelation about what's been going on in your neck of the woods. Okay? Keeping you a secret. This is more of those secrets coming out. Keeping it from you. Not that you're a secret. Private relationship. Now those are relevant of coming out into 3D. Okay? The secret squirrely stuff that they do. Who works together, not just in a love romantic session, but rubbing elbows, the elite, I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine kind of thing. Yeah. All right, future predictions. What do we have? Cyclone damage. All right, let's pay attention to the weather. We are having some crazy weather around here. These two systems coming together can form tornadoes. Okay, sinking. See, our sinking ship is back. And remember, I told you it can be a physical ship that's sinking, but I've never gotten that. I always get that it's the so-called elitist, whatever. It's their plans. They're sinking to the bottom. Uprising and rebellion. Now we can expect some of this. So if we have disclosure and the truth starts to come out, they do. I don't think that they're going to fully rip the Band-Aid off. They're going to drop this stuff out to us because there's some people out there can't handle it. Because they're trying to avoid this, an uprising and rebellion. People are going to be so ticked off with their governments that the officials that are guilty, if they're still living, will not be able to walk down the street. And this is global, like I said, not just the U.S. Now, a lot of times the U.S. is a leader, and what happens to us soon follows suit everywhere else. This is a global thing. But this is all planned as part of the movie. And, more importantly, it's God's plan. Okay. All right. So that's your future prediction. Who's our buddy today? Do y'all just not want to shuffle? What's the matter with you? If you guys ever wonder why I shuffle different ways, they talk to me in my ear of how to do it, how many times to do it. Oh, a rhino spirit, 50. Overcome any obstacle. Okay, we're charging through. Maybe you got a couple of horns. I don't know. I don't be a rhino in a political sense. That's not good. Republican in name only. Nope, this is charging forward. And these guys are tough. They may be big, but have you ever seen one of these things charge? I would not want to get gored by one of those horns. All right. So all those challenges you think you've got, those last few steps of that, the peak of the mountain, you got it. Keep charging forward. This is the Angel of Abundance. They're going to help us out with our train of thought when it comes to anything that you need in abundance. Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. Do you remember yesterday when I told you guys, Yeshua told us, bring your troubles and lay them at my feet, right? Well, you're supposed to lay them down and then walk away. But because some people feel that they need that problem in their life or they can't function, some people function on drama and stress, where they're control freaks and like, well, maybe God can't handle that one. I should just hold on to it. And they run back and they pick up that burden and still hold on to it, or chop it in half and say, well, God, you take half and I'll take half. It doesn't work that way. You lay your burdens at the feet of your Creator and say, I need help with this. Walk away and say, I know you got it. And another problem is when God will answer that prayer. But we as humans and our egos go, can you have that done by 2 o'clock this afternoon? Can you have that done by next Tuesday? You're putting stipulations on God to fix your problems in your timing. And he's like, child, just lay it down and walk away. I will handle this. Yeah. We're not bigger than God. We need to remember that. All right. You got to surrender those things. All right. What do we got? Our pin's back. Our cactus is back. We do get a present. And we get a wheel. And we got the trying today. All right. So 86. We're writing things down. Now it says it's a pencil, I believe. Yeah. The potential in its purest form. A testament to learning and creativity. So whatever you're thinking of, experiencing, write it down. It's important. Maybe you need to write down a dream that you had or ideas for things you want to do. Maybe you're writing recipes. It don't matter. Write it down. Document it. 57. This is just about endurance. And cacti are very tough. Okay, they can withhold a lot of things until they get infested with scorpions and then they droop and explode. Long story short, cactus they're strong. Okay. 30 is your present. You get a present and you get a present. It's a gift box. Birthday, holiday, surprise, gift. Are y'all gonna get a present? Valentine's Day's a couple days away. Will you be my Valentine? All right. It just simply means that somebody's getting a gift. But you got to be tough. All right. Okay, Wings. He said that pencil means that you may be signing contracts here soon. Just saying. 10 is the wheel. It's a ship wheel. It's positive change, turn, fate, and destiny. That's like the Wheel of Fortune in tarot. That means you're in the hands of fate. You let go. Jesus, take the wheel kind of thing, all right? Don't be holding on to it. All right. Jesus don't need no backseat driver. I'm just saying. All right. 139 is your train. This simply means harmonizing energy. All right. Whatever you're harmonizing with that balance, it could be with another person, could be with your higher self, your guardians, it could be with Gaia, you know, co-workers, family, whatever. Harmonize, have the right energy. And if they're not meeting you halfway, you can carry the load, just avoid the drama. Okay. You need to hang out with people that you've got equal, at least fairly equal energy with. Okay. Jesus told us, don't be unyoked, because one person's going to carry all the load and the other one's not going to do anything. Okay. That's not good. All right. That is your reading for this Wednesday. I will see you later today on the round table. I will be there. I will be hosting. And until then, I want you to remember, as always, God loves you, and so do I.